Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back again with another review for Maîtresse d'un homme marié. I'm going to talk about episode 19. So much has happened. I'm speechless. The episode starts with Tahirou 2.0 and Jalika. They're at the hospital and a doctor comes, and Tahirou really wants to get inside to see how Dalanda and the babies are doing. Also, I don't remember that she was having twins, but maybe I forgot. So he's basically demanding from the doctor, reassuring, but the doctor tells him that unfortunately they lost one of the babies, they saved the other one, and the mom is all right. When the doctor leaves, Jalika is basically really mad at him and tells him that she hopes he understands the consequences of his actions. She also tells him that this relationship only brought pain upon pain because it was based on lies. However, everything has its limits. Look at what happened to your wife. Look what happened to the babies. She also says that she doesn't know how Dalanda is feeling. However, that Tahirou has to do everything that he can to be there for Dalanda, to support her, and that she honestly is glad she's not in Dalanda's shoes. Then we finally move and see the witness that came forward, and she is actually really anxious and hesitates to get in the car with Amidou, which I understand, and I think that they did not think this through, because normally it would be normal for a victim to actually be accompanied by a woman. It was really questionable. She even says it like, where is the woman? And he has to reassure her that, you know, work together and that he can be trusted. However, he also tells her that if she has important information, then she should tell him. She's also then again hesitating because she's like, well, if my mom finds out that I'm talking to you, then she will be very mad at me. Amidou actually has a good reaction because he tells her that, you know what, I have nowhere to go. Take all the time you need. I'll be here when you're ready to tell me. However, then she tells the story, and she starts by saying, sir, this story that I'm going to tell you is from a very long time ago. He then explains to her that it's normal that, you know, that you have testimonies from people that are not, you know, from yesterday, but like from years before. She tells that she knew Bakary Sagna because he lived in their neighborhood, that he was friends with her mom because her mom used to sell merchandise, and she would ask Bakary Sagna for support or for help, and he would sometimes even give her money so that she could do her business. However, one time her mom was really busy, but she had to go to dance class, and when he, you know, pulled up in front of her, she got into the car and he, you know, tried to touch her between her legs, and she explains that she screamed so hard that day that he stopped. However, afterwards he actually threatened her, and he didn't want her to share it to anyone. However, when she got home, she told her mom everything. So another day he came back to the house and he was talking with her mother, and they spent, you know, a lot of time talking and talking and talking, and then he just left. Her mom called her to her side and told her that, you know, you can never talk to anyone about what happened. However, at this point, Amidou, he loses faith. Then she takes out the police report, the initial police report, and gives it to him. And she tells him that, you know, I kept it all these years because even though he did not rape me, what he did, I think about it every single day. Then Amidou asks her if she would like to testify in open court. Then Amsa is on her phone and she's just laughing and laughing and laughing, and Mère comes and asks her, you know, like, what's up, because I can hear you laughing all the way from my room. No, whatever I'm laughing about is on my phone. Mère is actually teasing her and tells her that, you know what, you should actually open your heart and let men in. And then she starts talking about Biram. that, you know, there's peace in the house, that they laugh together, that they, you know, talk together, and that they are not fighting anymore. And Amsa's like, you know, Merjang, I have been cooking every day. I don't even have the energy to fight with him anymore. But of course, Merjang, you know, she is suspecting something, and she's like, no, because you guys used to be like a cat and a mouse. I think you guys are, you know, keeping something from us. Then Amsa actually tells Merjang that she is focused because she wants to open her own salon. And Merjang tells her that, you know, that is really good news. And you should not forget that, you know, you have to work hard, but also be patient, because you cannot, you know, plant your seed today and harvest it the same day. Then it's Regina's time to be really mad at Tahirou, and she tells Tahirou that he is such an imbecile and that this is all his fault. If he would have been a man, he would have said it up front that he married Jalika, and this would not be the situation that they would be in. Now Dalanda is in a state between life and death. He doesn't even know how his kids are. Also, you are a doctor. You know the health of Dalanda, and you know that she cannot handle this kind of stress. However, you just did not care. Also, you're lucky because I'm working so much on this case. I'm so busy with it that, you know what, if I'm done, I will make your life hell. And I think you woke up the family, and we will make you pay. And then she pushes him so hard. Then you see that Amsa is walking into an ice cream parlor, and lo and behold, Biram is there too. And Biram is like annoyed because he's like, Amsa, are you following me now? She says that, oh my god, please don't give yourself so much importance to think that I'm following you. And then Biram tells her that, you know what, we had a deal. We would have peace at home, but outside of the home, we should all go our separate ways. What if Jalika sees us? And Amsa's like, I don't care if Jalika sees us. She's not going to stand between me and my ice cream. Then Biram asked if his order is ready, and the woman is like, yes. And Amsa's like, you're gonna pay for mine too. And he's like, I'm not gonna pay for yours. However, eventually he does, because Amsa is like, you know what? If you don't pay for my order, I'm gonna follow you all day and tell everybody your business. Then Biram and Sheikh are together at Senegalese, and apparently Biram proposed an idea for Biram's city to Sheikh. And Sheikh's reaction is to laugh in his face, basically. And Biram is asking Sheikh like, Sheikh, when are you going to respect me? Because I am basically the CEO, and you should actually put some trust in me, have some faith in my studies, because, you know, I can actually do something. Sheikh reads through it and tells him that, you know, this is not going to work. However, he does say at the end that, you know what, we will discuss this tomorrow. Then we're back at the most important case of the country, and it's Raki and Mustafa against the victim Bakari Sanya. So the judge is just, you know, reading their charges, and eventually Raki pleads guilty to murder. However, she pleads non-guilty to, you know, missing a court date due to the reason that they never got, you know, the subpoena or the court order that they had to show up in court. Mustafa, however, he pleads not guilty to either charges because he has two charges. One is a fugitive and the other one is attacking a police officer. Then there's the unusual sight of Ben with the twins at an ice cream parlor. And the twins are just a bit suspicious already because it's not usual for Auntie Ben to bring them there. And in this scene, it actually starts off with Ben again fat shaming the twins because she's telling them that they eat a lot of ice cream and a lot of pizzas and that they're having chubby cheeks. And I don't know, it's a bit problematic, and I think that one of the twins is telling her that, you know what, please tell us what is going on, because she feels that there's something wrong with their mom. She's also saying that, you know what, there's no need for you to pretend that everything is alright, that they are big girls, they understand that there's something else happening. However, Ben, you know, she tells them that, no, your mom, she had a little thing and now she's in the hospital, but she will soon come back and with the baby. And the twins, they actually pick up on that because they knew they were going to have twin brothers. So she's like, no, not the baby, the babies. Don't forget that they are twins, so they are two. Then the other twin is like, I don't even know why my mom forgave my dad, because she shouldn't have. And then the two twins are actually you know, having a discussion, because one is really adamant that it's the father's fault and that he behaved really strangely throughout her whole pregnancy, and the other one is like, no, how can you say that? He did a lot of effort, he did a lot of, you know, family dinners, and he was home a lot. He actually made sure that we all live together now. And so Ben is just like picking up on that as well, and she's telling them that, you know what, it's just like you two, how you guys are having this discussion, that's also how it is with your parents. However, we should just, you know, pray for them to return soon, safe and healthy. And eventually the twins do agree. However, they are still suspicious. Then we're back, and this time it's up to Mustafa to actually talk. And Mustafa tells the judge that, you know, what my wife said is true. We did not have, you know, the actual papers or the warrant that, you know, had the information that we had to show up in court. Yes, we left, but we did not know that there was actually a warrant out for our arrest until we were arrested. And when we were arrested, one of the officers actually attacked my wife, and she's actually pregnant, and I could not let that happen, and that is why I actually attacked the police officers. I just defended her. And then you have the prosecutor, and the prosecutor is the same prosecutor that Lala had, and he's just, you know, making a case and saying that Rocky killed the victim brutally. Their lawyers will make you think or convince you that she did it out of self-defense. However, she didn't bring herself in, and Mustafa decided to run because their pictures were displayed all over the news. And then it's the time for the lawyer of Jalika and her family, who tells them that, you know what, Bakary Sagna was killed like a dog, and Raki and Mustafa are assassins, and they didn't bury him like a person. And he's saying that they are really bad people and they shouldn't return to society. Then the police officer actually testifies and says that Mustafa, you know, cursed them all out and attacked two police officers. Then it's Jalika's time to have her testimony, and she says that, you know, losing a parent is really hard. The hardest thing about this one is that her father is dead. However, they call her his name and tell anything that they want, and she cannot have that happen. She also says that everybody can vouch that her father was a good man. Okay. Then again, it's the turn of Jalika and her family's lawyer, and he's saying that, you know what, Raki, you killed him with a brick, but that brick, you could not even lift it today. And did Bakary Sagna have a gun? You killed him like a dog. Raki tells him, no, he touched me. He told me that he loved me and that he wanted to be with me. So he just told you his feeling? Don't you forget that he has a family. Of course, Regina objects to this line of questioning, and Raki tells them that, no, he used to rape me when I was a child, and I knew that if I let him, he would do it again. I could not support that. I defended myself any way I could. It would be either him or me. The lawyer continues because he's like, you know what, the judge, I actually expected this. People like this should not be in society. But of course, Amidou objects because he says it is not the lawyer's place to decide whether or not she acted rightfully. Then it's Amidou's turn to actually say something. He says that, you know, you were talking about guns. However, a threat is also a weapon, especially when you look at the intentions. Bakary Sagna had the intent to rape Rocky on her wedding night, which is supposed to be the most important day of her life, her wedding. He asked everyone to look at Rocky and Mustafa and see if they would be murderers. Are they actually guilty? I don't think so. Then Regina takes over and continues because she is like, yes, Bakary Sagna had the intent to rape Rocky just as he did when she was a little girl. Mr. Judge, you know that rape has physiological and psychological effects on victims. We will present witnesses that will show you that, but also show you that Rocky did not kill with criminal intent, but out of self-defense. Then it's time for Fatima to actually take the stand. She is shown by Regina a picture of Bakary Sagna, and she is asked, like, who is this man? And she tells the court that this is the man who tried to rape me when I was 11. And if I had not screamed that day, he would have made my life a living hell. The judge asks, who is the picture? Who is on the picture? They say Bakary Sagna. Regina comes to his thingy and shows him the police report of Fatima when she was 11. The judge calls a recess and says that they will resume in 2 days. In the last scene, you see that Dalanda is still in the hospital. Tahirou 2.0 is with her, and she finally wakes up and asks, you know, where are the babies? What happened? Tahirou 2.0 cries and says that he's sorry. Where are the babies? He explains that there was a emergency cesarean and one of the babies was strangled or died because of the umbilical cord that got stuck around his neck. The only thing that Dalanda says is, this is your fault. You killed my baby. That was it for episode 19 of Maîtresse d'un homme marié. And honestly, when I watched this episode, I was like, oh my god, so much has happened. But I think that the whole court thing was just so overwhelming, and it seemed like this episode was mostly in French rather than Wolof. I don't like that. I really want to know whether the judge is going to let them go free or not. But also, would Jalika be able to actually kill Rocky to, you know, to avenge her father's death? Like, would she be able to do that? Because I feel like maybe this whole thing might not even be over, and that maybe Jalika has it in her to actually make sure that maybe Rocky loses the baby or something, because she has seen it happen now with Dalanda. So maybe it is going to put any ideas in her head, and maybe I'm just thinking like 2 miles ahead, but we'll see. So I am also sure that I missed a lot of things, so definitely check the comment section. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.